Plus, Heidi Glaus is taking an outdoor adventure.
That's right. Coming up, you're going to meet the Bob Villa of outdoor adventure. We'll step inside his eco-friendly camper, see what this is all about.
Welcome back.
Considering gas prices and the economy, maybe the best way to enjoy your time off is right in your own backyard.
Oh, man. It sounds good to me. Well, Heidi Glaus is in News Channel 5's backyard, so to speak. As we speak right now, she's there with a guy who knows the ins and outs of outdoor adventure, Heidi?
Yeah, you know, this isn't exactly the tent that I used to camp in. It's a pretty cool camper. Come on in. And this is Brian Brawdy. He is the man who knows everything about adventure. For example, look what we're drinking. Rain water. Now tell me how this works.
Well, we have a system set up, excuse me, Heidi, on board that allows me to harvest all the rainwater. It's filtered with a cat-o'-9 filter, so it allows me to pull water from any of the storms, and it fills all the tanks. I'm able to drink it.
And it's safe.
Excuse me, absolutely safe.
It's good.
A lot of people, when they first taste it, they say, oh, you know what? Can't taste any chlorine, can't taste any fluoride. It's all good stuff.
God, now you were saying, I mean, just yesterday you kind of came into town or whatever and went mountain biking. So many places in our area that we forget about.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm finding all over the country. Just like in Castlewood, where I was mountain biking yesterday. You look at your map or your GPS, find that little spot of green. 7 times out of 10, it's a golf course. So you got to get around that. But when you find some other places, you can kayak, mountain bike, hike, climb. I've been as far away as China, and I've never found a cooler place to explore than the United States, right here at home.
Oh, so show me around your home.
What home? Well, it's a Lance camper. It's set up on top of a pickup truck. It's got a queen-size bed. I thought I would show you this. I would talk about this. This is a Garmin GPS unit, and it's set up now to allow me to forecast the weather.
Don't take Scott's job.
No, well, Scott will tell you right now. He'll recognize these symbols. One is a hurricane, one is a cyclone, but I suspect that's probably Ike in the Gulf of Mexico. I use the Garmin GPS unit to figure out where the rain's going to be. One, to try to avoid it if I can, or if I'm running low on water, Heidi, I need to be able to hit a storm, get the bins out so I can recycle it.
Awesome. You know, we'll tell you more about all of this and how this thing is actually eco-friendly coming up, because this thing runs on solar panels and all kinds of other stuff. It's really interesting, so don't go anywhere.
Well, I want to find out how much it is, Heidi.
Yeah. Heidi, if he just stays put for a while, he might get a 3 to 6 inch rainfall, and you know he'll have plenty of rain in his
I'm going to bring this in so you can taste it.
Okay, cool. Just don't heat it up in that plastic container, because you know it may be having a 7 or a 5 on the bottom of it, and that's not a good thing.
Well, as the weather cools off, more people want to get outside, and one man probably knows the great outdoors better than most people.
Heidi Glaus is outside with him right now. Heidi?
This guy is incredible, and the camper is pretty cool. I mean, I grew up camping every weekend in a pop-up camper, but this isn't that. Solar panels?
Well, you know, you're kind of fortunate in that you knew all this stuff. When I first started to do the tour hike, I had no clue. I had to research it. Oh, I didn't know anything about RVing.
You had never really camped?
Well, you know, you'd camp, burlap, sacks, and this and that. But no, I found this site called GoRVing.com. Taught me all kinds of RVing stuff. Then I had to research the solar panels, and I started studying that. So I put 3 here, 3 on the top, and it powers everything on the inside of the rig. All the electricity I get from either the sun or the wind.
Guys, so as we slide back here, you actually have a wind turbine, right?
You have a wind turbine as well. I brought these blades to show you. So if it's a really overcast day, I'm able to put this right up, telescopes up, and it'll charge the batteries as well. I call it off-road and off the grid.
So when you're talking about this powers what exactly?
It powers the microwave, it'll power the refrigerator, all the lights, all the camera batteries, everything I need to be able to survive.
And so
it's powered by sun and wind.
How do you actually put fuel into the thing?
Great question. That's biodiesel. We would try to run as much biodiesel as we can when we find it. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things when you're in an RV and you're busy traveling, you constantly have to be aware of the fuel costs. So we try to find its most effective way. And biodiesel now is really a great price, and it's easier on the environment as well.
Awesome. Now we've shown you the outside. Let's go inside, see what else we've got in here. Because, I mean, inside, it's like any other camper, right?
It is. And you know what, Heidi, when you talked before about the refrigerator, the freezer, the microwave, what I love about RVs, any kind of RVs, It's a great way to spend time with your family or your friends. You get out, you travel, you stop where you want to stop. You see what you want to see. Modern day explorers are people busy driving RVs because, hey, I think I'll pull over. Great, I'll pull over. It's just a great way to do it.
Awesome. Well, we'll learn more. And just in case you're wondering, this little rig, about $130,000. That's, you know, it's a lot of hotel rooms, I know. But anyway, we'll tell you more about this and how to keep yourself safe in the great outdoors coming up in just a little bit. Today in St. Louis, we'll be back after this.
Welcome back. It is 6:41. Gas prices are keeping people a little closer to home. Many people, that is, these days. But there are ways to still get out and enjoy the great outdoors.
Sometimes we forget what's in our own backyard. So Heidi Glaus is here to remind us. Heidi?
Yeah, in case Scott hasn't mentioned, it is raining now, but that doesn't stop you when you're in the great outdoors. You just put on more gear. Right, Brian?
Heidi, good for you. You look great in it too.
Thank you.
Yes, that's what you do. You want to be prepared. Whether you're RVing or however you explore, you got to be prepared for whatever Mother Nature throws at you.
You know, something that you probably didn't really realize, you battled some skin cancer, so you weren't prepared for the sun.
Isn't that funny? We were joking before that I should be like the indoor adventure expert.
Right.
And, like, make appearances at IKEA or something. Yeah, I ended up getting skin cancer last year, which is what taught me about some things we need to do to protect ourselves from the elements.
Always wear a hat?
Always wear a hat. I've got one from Tilly, blocks 55%, I think they say, of the sun's harmful UV rays.
Yeah, and then long sleeves. You don't go out without long sleeves.
Don't go out without long sleeves, and I watch the time of day. You know, I really want to protect myself from that.
All right, well, let's talk about bugs, because I don't like bugs. I don't think many people do.
You know, I brought this out to show you. This is called Natrapel 8 Hour. It's proven as effective as DEET. A lot of parents don't like DEET because of the chemical. I found this from Adventure Medical Kits, Natrapel 8, and I don't have to worry about GPS units, cameras, because you know how DEET will eat through that kind of stuff, knocks off mosquitoes. Ticks, a big thing. I was at the Castlewood yesterday, big sign about Lyme disease. Natrapel 8 is a great way of beating that.
Now, do you have to reapply this several times?
Well, no, a lot of it depends on how thick in the woods you're going to be. I put it on once, lasts the 8 hours, but then you always want to do a full body check, especially if you have little ones. When you get back in from playing at the end of the day, check the hairline, you know, the places that ticks are going to want to be, but it all starts out with the Natrapel 8, and then I don't have to worry about it.
All right, we only got 30 seconds, but this thing right here, how cool is this?
Yeah, that's the spot unit. It's designed so that when we go ahead, hit the button, it'll let folks know we're okay. If not, you hit the 911, it'll send out search and rescue for you.
So if you go out on a hike and you get lost or you get stuck, this will bring people back how close?
It's 5 meters within 5 minutes. So it allows search and rescue to find you. And it's a pretty big deal, especially if you're a family. Say kids get separated. If you have one, you say, hey, if you get lost, hit the button and they'll know where to find you.
And this thing cost about what?
I think it was like $130, ballpark.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, did you taste your rainwater that I brought in?
We did. It was good.
It is good. So now you're going to have more water.
That's great. Right afterwards, I'll get the bins, put it in, I'll recycle it. This is how I filter it. Boom. I'll be drinking St. Louis water tomorrow morning in whatever city I'm in.
Brian, thank you so much.
Thinking of you as I do it. Thank you very much, guys.
Don't go anywhere. There's more today in St. Louis coming up after this.